Howdy. I'm here to tell you a true story, and I've titled my TED Talk, The Tale of Two Domain Name Crossed Lovers. For those of you who don't know what a domain name is, an example would be google.com or recycledhats.net. But first I should preface this story by introducing you to catfishing, which is a term for convincing a stranger on the internet that you are someone who you aren't. But more on that later. To begin our story, let's take a trip back to 2005. Gwen Stefani regaled us with tales of the Hollaback Girl, and Google Maps was just being rolled out. Do you guys remember a time before Google Maps? Because I cannot. As for me, I was living in San Francisco. I was working at Yahoo, and, I had that going for me, which is nice. And another thing that I had going for me was that I was a really good emailer. Like, I was the Dean Koontz of email. And, so I was living at the bottom of Lombard Hill. This is the picture that you normally see in your aunt's vacation photos. And it was really cool. But after I found my landlord looking through my garbage one day, I needed to move. So I sent my friends an email. It went, I told my landlord I'd ask around to see if anyone wanted to rent my spacious 2-story loft here in sunny North Beach, a block down from the world-famous Lombard Street curve. So if you're hankering to move out or just need a place to keep the mistress, give a shout, or more appropriately, an email. I soon received back a reply. It went, Hi back. I'm very sorry to say that I think you have the wrong A. Ewald. I'm Ashley Ewald, the law student in Minnesota, and I'm assuming you're trying to email some A. Ewald in Cali. Do people really say Cali, or is that just a silly Minnesotan thing to do? You see, what had happened was I accidentally, in an attempt to email my friend Aisha Ewald, aewald@yahoo.com, I had emailed Ashley Ewald, aewald@gmail.com. So I needed to reply back. It went, there can only be one A. Ewald. I'm pretty sure that if I were to put both of you in a room and ask you both which was the evil A. Ewald, you'd both point in unison and say, it's her. She's the evil one. Regardless, if you're interested in a moderately priced loft 1,500 miles away, please let me know. She replied back, not sure who is the more evil, but your friend is clearly the lesser of two Ewalds. Holy shit. So for the next 9 months, we began emailing each other back and forth. Usually once a day, and because it was email, I have a perfect record of each and every one. It was a lot like writing in a journal, but the journal wrote back to you. On Saturday, March 11th at 10:10 p.m., our relationship took a dramatic leap when she sent the first AOL instant message to me. I was DJ Rocketface. It was at that time that we learned a lot about each other. Like, for instance, that our birthdays were 2 days apart from each other. And for my birthday, my friend Nick was throwing a party on Lola, the Mexican party bus. We'd feed everyone a bunch of beer and drive around the city. So I had Nick invite Ashley from Minnesota. And she confirmed back, yes. This better be the best party ever. No pressure or anything. So to reiterate, Ashley, aewald@gmail.com, was flying to San Francisco, where she would be getting drunk on a bus with strangers, and as far as I knew, she didn't have a place to stay. And remember, at this stage of the game, we'd never met, I didn't have a picture of her, and I easily could have been a mass murderer, or even worse, a hockey player. She could have been Jabba the Hutt. You didn't know. But the face I saw at the airport when I picked her up looked something like this. So I walked over, kicked her in the ass, and she hopped up, and we went along on the evening together. Our journey that night started with 3 bars, and 7 people accidentally left at a beach, and it all ended where it all began. So at a bar called Kennedy's, at 2:15 in the morning on Saturday, August 26th, I went up to Ashley, aewald@gmail.com, grabbed her by the hand, and told her I had something to show her. We walked over to a spacious loft at the bottom of Lombard, where a landlord was probably going through the garbage. I spun her around, and I kissed her. And after 5 years of being in a long-distance relationship, we got married. So at the end of the day, no catfish tale, but it was kind of like Finding Nemo, but with 2 people instead of fish. This August, it'll be 4 years since we got married, and 5,160. Oh, 5 years. It'll be 5 years and 5,169 emails since we first met, and we'll be together forever. But, just in case, I've been emailing aewald@hotmail.com. Thank you.